Lawyers for and against petitions filed against the declaration of William Ruto as winner of the presidential race in the Kenyan general elections are making their last submissions to the Supreme Court. Former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is amongst 9 petitioners who are seeking the nullification of the poll results over allegations of electoral misconduct by the Independent Electoral Commission and Boundaries Commission. For more on this story, let's cross to SABC News correspondent Sarah Kimani. Very good morning to you, Sarah. If this process wasn't underway, an inauguration would have taken place on the 31st of August. But let's just talk about the submissions that have been made thus far.
Well, indeed, it is the last day. And what is happening now inside the courtroom just behind me are lawyers for the petitioners, for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, and for William Ruto, the president-elect, are making their final submissions to the court. Earlier, we had the lawyers for Raila Odinga and saw them try to prove that indeed the systems, the electronic results transmission system was penetrated and infiltrated by somebody they say is a Venezuelan who was able to put in their own results. This flies in the face of what had been said yesterday by the lawyer for the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, that the transmission system was foolproof, that it was impossible for anybody to penetrate it and to interfere with the results transmission. So they're saying that it is possible that the results that are there were not actually what emanated from the polling stations. We are yet to hear a response from the Electoral Commission.
So what should we expect next, and what's the mood like amongst citizens about this process as it unfolds?
Well, it has been 3 days of intrigues, because every time a lawyer for a respondent or the petitioner stands on the dock and you listen to them, then if you're an interested party, you think you're winning until your opponent stands and rebuts what you have been saying, and that is what we have been seeing for the last 3 days. The judges have also been very thorough with the questions that they follow up with the lawyers, and so it has been a system that many will say has been quite transparent, and the country remains very calm. People following the proceedings from their workplaces. In some places like the strongholds of former Prime Minister Raila Odinga, television sets have been set in marketplaces and in shopping centers, and people have been following the proceedings. But the sense that comes in is that people have confidence in the judiciary following the 2017 petition when the election results were nullified. So people now believe that they do not have to fight it out on the streets, but they can actually depend on the Supreme Court to deliver a fair judgment. We await to hear what that fair judgment will be this time. We expect now in about 20 minutes or so, the court will adjourn until Monday when the final verdict will be delivered. Now, it could either say that the country goes back to re-election. It could also say that none between Odinga and Ruto attain the 50% plus 1, or it could, and then so of course say that we go to a rerun, or it could nullify the declaration of Ruto as winner of this presidential election, and so Kenyans would go back to the ballot. But it could also affirm that Ruto was voted in credibly, and so he could be then declared the winner, and that would prepare the way for his swearing in.